Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. How is everybody doing today? Hope y'all had a fantastic weekend. I know that I did. I got to go see the Backrooms movie with my boys. Fantastic fucking movie, by the way. Ooh, speaking of which, my review for the movie just went up on the channel earlier today, so if you haven't had a chance to see that, you should consider checking it out. There's actually 2 new videos up on the channel right now. Hold on. Got real tall all of a sudden. There we go. There's actually 2 new videos up on the channel right now. That is a video that went up yesterday talking about the ongoing censorship situation with the Japanese company Fantia. That's basically like a Japanese Patreon, if you've never heard of them. They're currently going through it right now with their updating their censorship policy, and the users of the website are not going for it. They are not having a good time. And then, obviously, I have the movie review for the Backrooms movie that just went up like an hour and a half ago. So, brand new, fresh stuff up on the channel. If you have not had a chance to check out either of those, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. Especially the movie review. I was editing that stupid thing for like 12 hours yesterday. Shit was a huge sink of time. Huge time sink, so check it out. Be sure to check that out for me. Let's see, what do I got going on today? Why am I so tall all of a sudden? I just fixed this shit. Stop making me taller. Fucking VTuber software, man. So annoying. But yeah, otherwise, pretty chill weekend. I had a good time hanging out with the boys. And then I got some plans this weekend. Some friends of mine are having a baby, so I gotta go to the baby shower. Very exciting stuff. Oh yeah, and on Friday there's the fucking summer game show? Yeah, the summer game show is on Friday. I'm gonna have to drop a reaction video to that. Man, very packed schedule. So much stuff going on all at once. Oh yeah, and I gotta record my fucking Blue Archive polls for the latest event too. So much stuff to do. After spending 12 hours editing that movie review, my mind just completely went blank, because every last ounce of energy I had went straight into trying to get that thing out in time. With that all being said, it's a pretty straightforward day today. I don't really have too much that I want to discuss. There haven't really been any important current events or anything worth talking about, so it's just going to be a chilled out day, and we're going to play some Pokemon Pokopia. I'm honestly not sure how much more we have left to do in the game, to be honest. I feel like there can't be too many more areas, considering that they were talking about, or not they were talking about, that there's been discussion about leaks for big story DLC for Pokemon Pokopia. So my assumption would be that they don't have the entire Kanto region in this one game. Otherwise, it wouldn't really make sense for them to do DLC. Sean, hello. How am I doing? Oh, I'm an Omega Giga Chad. Hell yeah, I appreciate the glaze, homie. How goes the wedding planning? Hopefully everything is smooth sailing. Ooh. We're gonna be getting into the game in just a second here. I was just doing my little My usual stuff, working on the guest list right now. Hell yeah. I'll be expecting my I'll be expecting my invite in the mail. Embossed in gold, the one of one Sugar Bear VT wedding invitation. I'll be expecting it any day now. But yeah, I was just letting the VOD know that I have 2 new videos up on the channel today. I dropped my movie review for the Backrooms movie, and I have another discussion video up on the channel as of the past 48 hours, so all that good stuff worth checking out if you have the chance. Look, I can be in Singapore like that. I'll just I'll just catch a ride in like the baggage hold on a plane. They'll never even know I was there. Won't even have to pay for a ticket or nothing. Oh, big stretch. Ooh. But yeah, we're going to be getting into the Pokopia gaming in just a second. Got to get that pulled up, get my capture card software open. And I actually did lock in on my schedule that Pokemon Snap stream for this Thursday. I was looking into it, and apparently I literally only have one thing left to do in the game. The entire rest of the game is just going to be trying to get a picture of Mew, apparently. Like, that's the whole mission of the final course, so it can't possibly take me that long, so we're definitely going to be doing that Let's Find Pokemon thing you suggested in the next stream on Thursday, so definitely looking forward to that. Going to be a lot of fun. I haven't had the chance to flip through that book in many years now. I think I currently have it boxed up for safekeeping, and it's been like a solid 10 years since I looked at that book, so I'm very excited about that. I appreciate the suggestion once again. It's going to be a good time. But with that all out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and set up the capture card so that we can do the Pokopia stuff. So give me just a sec on that. If the stupid software wants to open. Yo, Mafi the Wolf, what's up, homie? Sean, I completely forgot that you're over in the Twitch chat until I saw Mafi here in the YouTube chat. I'm like, oh yeah. Red is YouTube, purple and green is Twitch. We're gonna be starting up the Pokopia gaming in just a sec, Mafi. Just waiting for my capture card software to open up here. It's taking its sweet time. You got reminded because you saw the YouTube notif? You see, big brain right there. That's why it's important to follow on all the socials, y'all. My description says Pokemon Snap. Does my description say Pokemon Snap? Hold on. Hold on, let me check this. Oh, on Twitch it says on my end it says who's tinkering in there playing Pokemon Pokopia. Does it say it on? No, it says YouTube says Pokemon Pokopia as well. Does my description, like the YouTube description, say? Hold on. No. I'm not sure what you're looking at, Sean, but I do not see anything about Pokemon Snap in on this video here. Oh yeah, you gotta refresh the page. I updated it before I went live. How's my dry ass YouTube month going? My month has actually not been all that dry. I got 2 new videos up on the channel. I was in a long 12-hour editing session last night to get up my review for the Backrooms movie, so just been slaving away in the editing mines, so it doesn't feel too dry on my end. But otherwise, going pretty good, Muffy. Alright. Looks like I got things going with my capture card, so Let me cut the music and we'll switch scenes. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what you're looking at, Sean, but that was gonna be weird. I wouldn't even know what to do about that if both things on my end don't say Pokemon Snap, but it says it for you. That would have been unfortunate. Yeah. Pokemon Snap is a Thursday affair. Remember to mirror my model for once. There we go. Oh boy, Pokemon Pokopia. Oh, how I've missed you. Oh. Alrighty, we are back in the spot. Let me hit the quick little YouTube intro as I do, and then we can run through a quick recap. Alright, so let me get a timer going. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It is me, SugarBearVT, and I am back for some more Pokemon Pokopia. Quick recap for the previous stream, in case you weren't here to see it. We have arrived in this brand new area. I have no idea what this area is called. I haven't thought to check yet, but we, at the very end of last stream, we met Dragonite. He's up there, as you can see. We'll zoom in for you. There's Dragonite, and he taught us how to do the glide thing. So now we can fly over to the other area and check out who is tinkering away in the scrap metal workshop. So we're gonna check what Rookie D wants, check the PC, then we're gonna head over and do that. You were supposed to be going live earlier, but decided not to, but now you get to catch a stream? Hell yeah, well I appreciate seeing you here in stream. Always good to see some new faces in chat, as well as the returning faces. As always, good to see you, Sean. Oh, that's right. I had you making me lumber. Appreciate that, Rookie D. Alright, Venusaur stamp. Anything good in the challenges? Gather gold ore. We're only one away from find Pokemon, so we're probably going to get that one. Make habitats, probably going to get that. I don't have a smelting thing here yet, so probably not gonna get the ingot. Reminder to myself to get a thumbnail photo for the daily challenge. Anything good in shop? Ooh! The magazine rack recipe, that's pretty good. I like that. I only really use them inside the Pokemon centers, but still pretty cool. And I think we're otherwise good on the shop for right now. Alright. Any Pokemon twitching around before we fly over to the other side? Oh, we got some fluff. Oh, that's good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up needing the fluff to make the carpeted looking block. Ooh! Hold on. We got a swimmer. What do we got? What Pokemon are we starting off the stream with? Oh, it's a Frogadier. That makes sense. That means whenever I build another one of these, it'll probably be Greninja. Ribbit, yo! This place is so nice, and it's got super great scenery, too. What? You're the one who's got this place set up all nice and junk. That's amazing. You're pretty skilled, huh? Well, you know, I really like climbing up to high places, so it'd be super cool if you could make me some huge mountains and stuff. Frogadier likes a mountainy area? That's interesting. That is our 104th Pokemon. Number 252, Frogadier, the Bubble Frog Pokemon. The tips of its fingers and toes stick firmly to vertical surfaces. Frogadier can scale skyscrapers with ease. 2 feet tall, 24 pounds, water type. Hell yeah. Very cool. What do I use to edit? I use the DaVinci Resolve. That's the free version of DaVinci. It's a very solid software, and it's got a lot of community support too. A lot of cool free-to-use plugins and all that stuff. Highly recommended if you edit your own videos. Oh, hold on. Did Dragonite want something from me? Oh, I guess not. Anybody else lurking around here? No, but I do remember that I set up the habitat for Dratini at the end of last stream, too. So there's Dratini hanging around. Yeah! Dratini is hanging around. I thought a Dratini would come from the flowers, but this works out all the same. There she is! And that is 105. What do you mean by that? Whoa, you're like the perfect size! I'm working hard every day to make sure I grow up big and strong. I want to use your height as my goal, so let's be buddies from now on, okay? I mean, I'm on the smaller side, but sure, why not? Oh, wait, can you make yourself as big as you want when you transform? For real? Ugh, I've shed my skin so many times already and I'm still only this size. It's totally unfair, right? That is 105. 221 Dratini, the dragon Pokemon. It is called the Mirage Pokemon because so few have seen it, but its shed skin has been found. 5'11". Hey, wait, what? 5'11"? I mean, I get it, it's like lengthwise, but that's pretty crazy. Dratini doesn't look that long. 7.3 pounds dragon type. That is interesting. That's news to me. I did not realize that Dratini was that long. Dragonair, sure, but Dratini? That's wild. You use Filmora Pro Permanent. I've never even heard of that. DaVinci Resolve was recommended to me very early on into my VTuber career, so I've never really poked around to see what other software there is. Yeah, the baby version of Dragonite is the same height as you. That's crazy. Look at it go. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because Dragonite, I think it was like 7'2", or like 7'7", maybe. Very big Pokemon. We're gonna fly over here in just a sec. Permanent is in lifetime purchase. I assumed as such. I assumed that was the case. But yeah, DaVinci Resolve was recommended to me like a couple months into my VTuber career. Pretty much as soon as I started editing my own videos. Because I used to just upload only unedited VODs. I didn't do, like, shorts or anything like that. But, DaVinci Resolve was recommended to me very early on, and I've just never looked for an alternative. Because I haven't needed it. DaVinci has been able to do whatever I needed it to, up till this point. Okay, I almost fucking died. Okay, now, at the top of this tower, we should have somebody tinkering around. Now, oh, there's something in there, too. Something next to that fire hydrant, but, hold on, my model got really tall again for a second. My VTuber tracking's so weird today. There we go, that's looking a bit more normal. Alright, so I'm not sure who would be in here, but I'm going to go ahead and wager a guess. I'm going to say that all the clanging, it's probably Kling Klang, the final evolution of the gear Pokemon. Because we've got this, like, turning windmill thing up at the top, so I'm going to guess Kling Klang. Ooh, got some iron ladders. That's nice. Guess my height was tinkering a ton. Sean. with the shitty puns. Oh! Smelting furnace. That'll come in handy. I needed that. Okay. Let's see who's tinkering away. Oh! It was balloons that I was seeing. Got it. How the hell do I get up here? Oh, there's stairs. That's helpful. Let's see here. Oops, might have messed up. Who's in there? Oh, something's smoking. Oh my god, it's Tinkaton. That's goated. It didn't even cross my mind because I haven't played Scarlet or Violet yet. Mind you, Tinkaton's my favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. Of the Pokemon that I know from the Paldea region, Tinkaton's easily my favorite. But Tinkaton didn't even cross my mind. I guess that makes sense. Klinklang doesn't have hands. I should have been able to predict that it wouldn't be Klinklang, cause no hands. No hands are a big one. Yeesh, what a mess. Didn't expect that weird machine thingy to blow up right in my face. Huh? Who are you? Where'd you come from? What are you even doing here? I'm making a town. Well, I'll be. You're fixing up the town to bring in more Pokemon? That sure sounds like a fun undertaking, it does. Oh my god, is that a Cockney accent? Hold on. I love big tall buildings, see? I spend me time collecting junk from here and there, trying to assemble it all. Something interesting. Like this town here. I built this whole thing, believe it or not. Why, I call myself the Tink Master. Oh my god. That's number 270 and our 106th Pokemon. Really good at keeping conversation going. Do I got any pointers? I don't really have like a technique for it. I just yap a ridiculous amount. I think as long as the subject matter is something that interests me, I can just talk and talk and talk. That's why I kind of like adapted to the whole streaming thing relatively easily. But if I like don't have like something to contribute to a conversation, I clam up like really bad. Technically speaking, I do have a tip that could sort of work. I don't do this out of necessity. I do it because I like having like discussions, like back and forth discussions. But I'll keep like a little virtual sticky note up on my desktop and like bullet point things that I think might be interesting talking points. So if I find myself not talking enough, I'll like use that as a segue to bring up things that I found interesting throughout the week, or that I like if a new game is coming out that I think looks interesting, I might bring that up or something like that. But other than that, like the amount that I yap and the way that I interact with chat is just kind of how I am, I think. Oh, you didn't know that Pokemon have accents, Sean? Yeah, Pokemon have accents in this game. Like, canonical accents. I think it doesn't show up as much in the English version, but something that came up a lot when I was in the starting area of this game is that in the Japanese version of Pokopia, Bulbasaur talks with like a Valley Girl Gyaru speak. Like, she uses like Gyaru-isms, and she'll like the ways that, like, the honorifics that she'll put on you when she's talking to you, and she talks like that. So I did like a Valley Girl accent when I was like interacting with Bulbasaur back in the earlier streams. And the really funny one is in the English version, Kyogre has a southern accent. So I gave him like a, boy howdy, it's good to see you over here by my ocean. Like, I gave him that kind of voice. The Pokemon in this game all have accents. It's really fucking funny. I mean, honestly, the weed probably wouldn't be an issue for me. I don't smoke at home, to be abundantly clear. I don't live in my own house, and I have a bunch of expensive... For one thing, I have a bunch of expensive collectibles in my room, and I don't want, like, the smoke to get into my plushes or anything. But then beyond that, I don't live alone. I live with my family, and I don't want to do anything that, like, hinders or upsets them. So I used to, like, drink a little bit on stream in my earlier days just because it would help ease my nerves. I used to get, like, really, really anxious before I would go live. So I would, like, knock back a couple shots or something just to make myself more fun and more, I guess, like, upbeat. But I think, honestly, I'm just a serial yapper. I just can't stop myself from talking sometimes, and it just translates really well for stream. Let's see here. 270, Tinkaton the Hammer Pokemon. A Tinkaton that is particularly skilled with its hands, allowing it to make use of other tools in addition to its hammer. It is very curious about buildings and machines made by humans. I don't think I'm supposed to mark this one, actually, because it's a named Pokemon. Technically, I think Tinkmaster is its name, and I haven't been marking the named ones, but 2'4", 218 pounds. I assume the 218 is coming from the hammer, and then Fairy and Steel type. Well, could I ask you to give me a hand with something? I'm thinking it might even help with that town building you got going on. Oh, I don't smoke or drink like excessively. I only really like drinking stuff socially, like when I'm with my friends for the most part. I don't do a lot of solo drinking. I know I just kind of contradicted that with like saying I used to drink a little bit before going live. But I also like I talk back and forth with the people in my chat as if they're my friends. So I don't know. Does going live on Twitch and YouTube count enough as a social occasion to be social drinking? I don't know. Okay, what do you want, Tinkmaster? Well, hi! I do appreciate it, but now let's get down to brass tacks. I need you to bring me 6 bricks of concrete. Think you can manage that? See, I need it to fix the lifts. The islands of this town used to look like they all used them connected by lifts. I figured we could use them to come and go as we please. Doing this accent is hurting my throat. But I want to do it though, it's so stupid. Turns out though I need concrete for that. Now I've got no clue how to make any. Yeah, no, I don't use streaming as an excuse to drink. I also don't drink before stream anymore. Like I said, it was like an anxiety thing back when I used to. During like year 1 and 2 of my streaming, I used to be like really worked up. I used to have to like really psych myself up to go live at all. I bet old Conkledore knows how to make it. If you find a Conkledore kicking around, you could ask him. I don't really want to, but I will anyway. You don't need to tell me. I already met Conkledore. He's hanging around. Oh, that's right. I need limestone to make concrete. Shit. I should be able to find some around here. Might not be a bad idea to gather some before heading out. Where would I find limestone around here? I don't see any limestone. Well, maybe one of those other islands over there has limestone. Oh! Oh shit, I didn't mean to pick up your gaming light. Oh, is Tinkmaster a gamer? Turn on. Ooh, oops. We're just gonna ignore that. Recipe for scrap cube. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, okay, I need limestone and I need... Oh! The limestone's right there. Well, let me go harvest some of this. I don't want to take too much of it, because I know I can get it, from one of the Poké Dolls as well, doing a Drifloon thing, but... I'm gonna go ahead and get at least some of it, so that I can, get the concrete. Maybe a couple more. And my tummy hurt. Do I have any carrots? Any carrot? Shit, I don't have any carrot. I'll just eat a bunch of bean. There we go. That's probably plenty. Alright. And some stone. Alright, let's go talk to Conkeldurr. Years of making concrete. Yeah, let me hear your concrete lore. Yeah, this is basically Animal Crossing for Pokemon. Pretty much. What's that now? You want some concrete? That's a mighty fine thing to be wanting, youngin'. You've definitely come to the right Pokemon. There's just one little problem. If you want to make some concrete, we're gonna need a concrete mixer. It's a machine you put limestone into. The material's key, mind you. Then mix it all up for you. I could probably do that. The recipe for the concrete mixer. Well, I'll be. You're a dependable youngin' if I ever saw one. Once you make yourself a concrete mixer, set it up near the water and let me know when you're done. Yeah, alrighty. Probably way down at the bottom. Or not. Concrete mixer. Concrete mixer. Oh, do I not have the pieces I need for it? Shit. Where's my damn concrete mixer? Oh, it's right here. And he said, set it up by the water. Oh? Dragonite and Frogadier are having an intense conversation. I'll put it right here because then it's still like close enough to the workshop, and you can get it in between the things. Let me chop this down, and then I'll put it here. Oh! Got a little tube going from it. Eat. I'll put 20 of them. Alright, Conkeldurr. Come here. Come here, old man. Oh, he's going around the other way. That makes sense. Or is... Yeah, there he is. Okay. You enjoy that. Enjoy making that concrete. You know, I've been looking into a lot of things on the gaming side over on the social medias, because I've been trying to find some replacements for the games that we got finishing up. Obviously, on Thursday we're going to be finishing up Pokemon Snap. Very excited about that stream because of Sean's fun suggestion. But I got to replace that, obviously. I'll probably be starting up the Pokemon Yellow playthrough after that. I don't think I'm going to do, like, a buffer. But I still need to replace Super Mario Galaxy. I've been thinking about playing Little Witch No Beta. It's like this anime-styled Souls-like game. It's been sitting on my playlist for, like, a really long time. So I'm probably going to end up playing that. But since I've been on the gaming side of social media looking for a replacement more, I got a couple fun suggestions on my For You page earlier today. And one thing that I heard about, it hasn't come out yet, but just off a concept alone, I know I gotta play it for the channel. It's a card shop simulator / deduction game, and it's called You're a Scalper, Aren't You? Basically, you're like, you play as the owner of a card shop, and you need to, like, do detective shit to figure out if the customers who are trying to buy from you are scalpers or not. and then you can like choose to sell to them, or you can like either uphold the integrity of your shop and not sell to them, or you can like hike up the price of the stuff you're selling them to make more money. I thought that that's like really ridiculous. It just sounds really fun. It's definitely something I want to play on the channel. But yeah, as anybody who's like a regular by now would probably know, we have a long history of hating and shitting on scalpers over here. So I thought a game where you can intentionally not sell your merch to scalpers would be very fitting for the channel. Now, if they let me put a scalper in the fucking wood chipper, then we'd be talking. You let me take them down to the basement, chain them up, use them for fucking unpaid labor, then we'd really be talking, but not selling to them, I guess, is good enough. I don't think the game has, like, a horror element, so they probably won't let me fucking off them, but all the same, the fact that that the scalping issue has gotten so bad that a game coming out of Japan is like a social deduction game of figuring out who's a scalper and who's not is ridiculous. Very fun concept, though. Definitely looking forward to that. I don't think it has an estimated release date yet, though. Hopefully 2026. And we got a mission from Sprigatito. Want me to make a crop field and plant some vegetables? I can do that. Make it somewhere close enough to the Pokemon Center. Same island. Got it, got it. Sounds good to me. We already got a little patch over here that we can set it up with. I think I might have some seeds on me. What kind of seeds do I got? Seed. I don't have any seeds. Can I buy some seeds? You can get some tomato seeds and some wheat. I'll just go tomato. Do I think that scalping has a corporate side? Like, do I think that companies have employed people to do this to influence the profit off of a perceived drought? I'm gonna say no, and here's why. I think that the scalping problem getting as big and as prevalent as it has done significant damage to the overall representation, to the overall reputation of the companies that are influenced, right? When a scalper shows up to Target and buys out the entire stock of the new Target Pokemon collab, or when nobody in like the general fan base can buy TCG products off the Pokemon Center website, when a kid can't have his mom go to Walmart and buy some Pokemon Pop-Tarts, that while the profit exists because no matter what it's getting bought, it decreases the overall value of the IP, because the more that people struggle to get the product, the less motivation they have to even try to get the product in the first place. The perceived drought, the artificial demand for the product does not compensate for the detriment that it has to people's overall motivation to engage with your series, engage with your IP, engage with your products. When people are going into like a store assuming, well, I have no chance of getting Pokemon cards, or why should I even try to go to the Pokemon Center website? I know I'm not going to get that exclusive plush. They've already been scalped. It is to the detriment of like the company's overall value to its fans. I think that the Pokemon company, or any other company really, the concept of them trying to influence scalping to their benefit just doesn't make sense. Especially when you look at them opening up like a massive new facility that's like 100,000 square feet or whatever it was, with the sole purpose of printing more Pokemon cards. It wouldn't make sense for them to still be... It wouldn't make sense for them to be paying scalpers to scalp if they're also on the back end trying to increase, like, production of the product by, like, 200%. It just wouldn't make sense. And you could even look at things from outside a Pokemon perspective, too. If you're a fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, there's the whole scalping problem that comes with the action figures from... I think from the... Which company does it now? It's either Jazzwares or Jazz Pacific. I think it's Jazzwares. Like, the Jazzwares FNAF merch is borderline impossible to find in store. And that pisses off, like, every FNAF fan. And where it used to be that I would see a bunch of people, like, posting, like, oh, I got a hit, I found something on the latest FNAF drop. Now, even, like, the comment sections where, like, the new merch is going up are devoid of people being like, oh, look what I got, because people aren't even trying. They're just going into it expecting to be disappointed. You know? I wasn't specifically talking about the IP holders, though. What about the eBay stocks or secondhand stores making a profit from raised prices? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. If you look at a company like GameStop, GameStop raising their prices as a... They're like, oh, well, this'll dissuade scalpers from buying up the product. If we raise the price, they have no reason to be doing that. I could understand, like, that view. Like, maybe that is like an excuse for scalping. But I don't think that they have any hand in the scalping either. I think that rather than influencing the scalping, you can look at companies like GameStop profiting off it as just being like, okay, well, we're gonna try to make some money off of an already shitty situation. That being said, I don't think that they have any horse in the race, to put it that way. I think that they're going to be selling the product one way or another because they have a direct line to the Pokemon company. They're always going to be able to have Pokemon cards to sell. So right now what they're doing is just trying to squeeze out some extra profit from people who really want Pokemon cards. It's a shitty scumbag practice, but I don't think it has anything to do with, like, them wanting the scalping to continue. But that's just my interpretation of it. Obviously, there's no telling what kind of scumbag corpo stuff is happening in the background. But at least from where I'm standing, I don't think that's the case. Something you've thought about lately because GameStop actually wants to buy eBay to stop the scalping? I did hear about that, about GameStop trying to purchase eBay. For one, that I think it's pretty silly. GameStop does not have the money to buy eBay, so them even trying is pretty funny. But ultimately, I don't think GameStop buying eBay would do much to quell scalping, because there's other secondary marketplaces. Just because eBay goes off the market doesn't mean you're not still gonna have people on Mercari and Etsy resellers and people who claim to run, like, a card shop, but they're actually just relisting their own product on, like, secondhand Amazon. There's always going to be somewhere for scalpers to engage with. I think rather than any one particular storefront being the issue, the only way you really stop it, like cut it off from the root, would be to make it illegal. There needs to be legislation where you are at risk of jail time if they catch you scalping. I think that's the only thing that's ever really truly going to stop scalping. Where the fuck is the one with the concrete? There it is. Concrete pipes next to secret. Oh, that's right! It gives me Cyndaquil, the goat. Okay, where's the grass? Where's the nearest grass? I'll say this much. Individual efforts aside, right? You look at the Pokemon Company and them trying to increase the production of Pokemon products by like 200% for the TCG scene. That is an individual solution. That is a solution to one single branch of scalping. You can look at like Jazzwares and their FNAF line, how they weren't anticipating it to be as popular as it was, so they underproduced. And now they're ramping up production to try to compensate for it. That is just one more branch of scalping. Anytime a company tries to do something to address scalping, it just moves the scalpers on to the next fad. Because they used to scalp game consoles, and then they scalped computer parts once the PC boom hit, and then they scalped movie tickets and concert tickets. They'll scalp limited time food products. They will scalp legitimately anything. If they think there is money to be made, they will scalp, and there will always be scalpers. The only way that it's ever going to genuinely disappear is if it is made illegal. It sucks, because the likeliness of that ever happening is pretty damn low. But I genuinely do believe it is the only permanent solution. The only way we get this shit to stop forever is when somebody's made an example of. The first time that somebody is put behind bars for buying up some shit to resell it for a 200% inflated rate, that's when it stops. Yeah, don't even get me started on Ticketmaster, bro. Ticketmaster fucking sucks. Shit, I remember when that whole Ticketmaster situation was first starting up, a lot of artists started like handling their own ticket sales, like first party wise. And they made it so, like, they had control over who got to buy tickets, and if they catch you scalping, they'll cancel your fucking tickets and make them invalid. Like, that was a huge issue when it was happening. Oh, no, yeah. Zero chance. Zero fucking chance. Scalpers properly file their taxes. Matter of fact, I bet money that scalpers don't file their taxes. Oh, that's right. I need to bring Sprigatito over to that little farming section. I was like, what the hell am I doing? I completely forgot. Come here, Spriggy. Surely you have the ability to make these sprout. Being a grass type and all. Very, very nice. Very nice, Spriggy-chan. Come on, one more. There you go, good girl. But I did do that. It's right here. Right here, can't you see it? What the hell, man? It's right here. Ugh. It's so... this game is so weird about, like, distances and stuff sometimes. Or maybe it won't count until they're fully grown, I don't know. Oh, that's right. Trapinch wasn't happy because it's too moist around here now. I need to find a dry area for Trapinch. Shit. What did I need to start building the roadways again? Maybe it's because there's like holes in the road. Wrong thing. here? The damn road. It's concrete. Wait, don't I have concrete on me right now? Oh no, I used it up to make concrete pipes. Ugh. Whoops. Looking like we are about just shy of 40 minutes on this first video here, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this first video done. Take a quick sip of my water, and then we'll get another timer going in just a sec. Let's see here. Like at least drug dealers move their money through the community. I mean, yeah, they kind of do. I obviously, fucking drug enterprises have their whole mess of issues and dangers that come with them. But on a technical level, yes, drug money is also funneling money back into their communities. Because drug dealers gotta eat, drug dealers gotta wear clothes. So, on a technical level, yes, a drug dealer probably is contributing more to society than a scalper. Ugh. But hey, what can you say? Scalpers just suck that bad. A literal fucking plague on this earth. Alright, let me get another timer going. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna keep it going. We gotta get some more concrete so that we can start patching up this road. I think that's what Sprigatito wants. Alright, got some more concrete. Is it insane? Or is that just like the correct take? Scalpers just like bring misery to everyone's path that they cross. Their wives and girlfriends can't be happy. Their kids gotta go to school knowing that their parent is a scalper. How do you think how do you think they explain that to their friends, right? Like every time they go to school and their friends come to school all sad, they're like, "Damn, man, I still can't find get a PS5 because none of the stores had them," like back in the day. Or they come to school and they're like, "Man, I really wanted some Pokemon cards, but my dad went to Walmart and they just didn't have any." And then that kid has to go back home being like, "Dad, you're a fucking asshole. You're an asshole because my friend can't get Pokemon cards because of you." How do you think that kid feels? How do you think that kid feels going home being like, "Yeah, like my dad's paying the bills, but my friends all fucking hate him"? That's kind of crazy. Couldn't be me. Shit, it wouldn't be me, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you want to be a fucking embarrassment to your kids, if you want to be a stain on your kids' legacy, by all means, but don't be mad when somebody pulls your fucking underwear right up into your ass crack and dumps your head in the toilet. You had it coming. You wanna act like a little dweeb, you're gonna get treated like a little dweeb. Alright, let's get some road going. I'm gonna get 20 of each. That's probably a good enough starting point. Oh, my environment level increased. Hell yeah. I don't know why building... Technically, I haven't repaired anything yet, so I'm not sure why that increased my my level, but I'm not gonna be mad at it. Alright, let me see. What did I unlock? Oh ho! Sugar! I see more Pokemon have arrived in town, too! And they all seem to be enjoying themselves. You have you to thank for that, so thank you! Yeah, no problem, big dog. And that all leads me to something I'd like to ask of you. Yep, all you do is ask and ask and ask. Would you work together with everyone to rebuild the Pokemon Center? Yeah, it was gonna happen eventually. Ba. We've heard this all before. Give me my important request and be on your way. Phoebe, how's it going? Shit, I was about to say, nah, you haven't missed an hour. Then I looked at the timer, I'm like, oh yeah, it's been an hour. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I still got at least another 40 minutes of stream, and then, you know what, since you just got here, fuck it, I'll react to something after I stop gaming for the day. I'll check the old YouTube feed, see if there's anything worth watching. Don't want to leave anybody empty-handed. Alright, let's see. I saw we got some recipes. What we get? Ooh, office chair. Fun. Oh, it's orange too. I don't know if you guys knew this, but my my desk chair is orange. It's really funky looking because it's like white and orange. It's a very bright chair, but I'm like, orange is my main VTuber color. I want the orange chair. When I was buying my chair back in December. It's gotta match my VTuber color. My VTuber color, yay. Got this gummy bear ass couch too. I'm very orange. We very orange around here. So I got the orange chair. My keyboard colors are purple and orange too. Let's see. Where are the recipes at? Oh, I forgot to get the PP up. Always gotta get the PP up. Yeah, Phoebe, I'll stick around just a wee bit longer than usual, just to make it worth your while. I'll have to look at my at the old YouTube homepage, see if there's nothing worth reacting to. If anything, I could always just check out like a daily dose of internet, or maybe like a scary stories video. Those are always fun. What the hell is this? What do you mean, Pokemart Kit? What do you mean, Pokemart Kit? I can build Pokemart? Since when can I build Pokemarts? And why are you just now giving me this late in the game? What the hell, man? Give me that. Yeah, I know what color you are. It's Wolf Wednesday. It's Tuesday, but don't even worry about it. It's Wolf Wednesday. You're green. Very, very green. He's greening out. Recipe for the CD player. That's helpful. Skyland house recipes. I haven't seen the Skyland house yeses. Nah, look, I'm gonna cut that off right there. Because if I react to something, I need to have the freedom to, like, react to it honestly. I don't fake reactions around here. I don't do that. So if that shit was trash, I'd have to call it trash. But you're doing the chat. You took the time out of your day to come chill with me while I game. And I now have a moral block to where I can't trash on your brother's rap song if I thought it was trash. I have a conflict of interest, okay? Ooh, concrete wall, hell yeah. Automatic doors. No, look, you may say that I can, but I can't, because I'd feel bad about it. That's the problem. I'd feel bad. I cast Fireball, it's orange. Look, I get it. There's the disconnect. It's his shit, not yours. But that's just how I feel. I'm not like a naturally mean-spirited person, right? But I can be a critical person at times, you know? Sometimes I have some harsh takes, and now I have that connect in my brain that's your brother. So, like, in my head, I'm gonna have the filter. The filter's in place. It's already there. There's nothing I can do about it now. It just exists. Oh, potatoes. Hell yeah. Let me buy one of these Pokemon kits. Gather some Pokemon and build away. I wonder if this works the way that the interior of the Pokemon Center works, to where a Pokemon will inhabit it and sell you stuff. Because if so, that's goated. Gotta be building some of them. Alright. I got the kit. Damn, using up all my fucking Pokemetal. Need some more concrete. Got plenty of glass. Am I seriously out of gold? Shit. Fuck. I'm gonna have to farm some gold off stream. I don't feel like doing it right now because that's just boring. Hold on. Gotta hydrate. My throat's getting fucky. Bro, where's my boy Shisui when I need him? He's the only one who uses the hydrate routine. He's all I got! When I get too caught up yapping, I forget to hydrate. That's dangerous for a streamer. Alright, well I got everybody here that I need to build it, so now I just need the resources. I need some concrete, and I need my gold ore. That being the case, let me go ahead and throw down that furnace, so that I can smelt some stuff when I get the materials. If I could tell myself something in the past, what would it be? Okay. I've got a couple answers. I'll give some halfway jokey answers, and I'll give some genuine answers as well. Jokey answer. Alright. Depending on what age this is, because obviously timeline matters. Stop standing so close to the car when you're talking to your family members and they're about to leave to go somewhere. Eventually, it's going to get them to run over your foot by accident, and it's gonna fucking suck. I know it's hard to break habits, but eventually, standing too close to the car when somebody's about to leave is going to get your foot run over, and you don't want that. So stop it. Alright, that's one. That's one thing. Well, if I told myself something at 2 years old, am I even gonna remember it? What would even be the point? My stupid little ass wouldn't remember nothing. Fuck it, I'll put it right here. I'll go ahead and throw what gold I do have. I'm sure a fire type will eventually come around here. Alright, what's another halfway jokey answer I could give? Okay, not really a joke, because I'm like halfway serious about this. I started getting really into collecting anime merch when I was about 14. And during those early days, I bought a lot of figures that I ultimately would end up selling because they didn't really fit my final aesthetic. Like, the stuff that I would be into now is not necessarily the stuff that I would be into back then. So I would give myself a list, like a bullet-pointed list saying what figures not to buy because you're going to end up selling them. That's a big one. That is a big one. If I could give myself a list of figures that I'm going to end up reselling for less than I bought them for, I'd save so much money. Genuinely save so much money. Should definitely listen off stream. You have a montage of them on your channel. You don't have to do them aloud. I actually don't have a Discord server. I'm not, like, active on Discord at all. I'm in a couple Discord servers, like, where I talk about, like, manga and stuff, when, like, new chapters drop. But, honestly, My community is not really big enough right now to justify having my own Discord server. I think if we ever get there, I'll make one. You know, just so... Because I love interacting with the people in my chat. I have a lot of fun just, like, yapping with people. So, when the opportunity arises, I'll probably make one. But at least for now, I don't. Because, like, I'm still at the size right now to where I remember every single regular in my chat's name. I know every single person who comes in here and chats with me by name. When it starts getting into, like, the upper double digits, then we'll consider, like, Discord territory. Yeah, I see you laughing, Sean. On first name basis with you. I don't know what you laughing about. You're the first one that comes to mind when I think of on a first name basis. I know about your wedding. I'm saying send me an invite, homie. Yeah, right now, we're small enough to where I'm a little too familiar with my chat. Once chat is just chat, when I'm talking to chat and I'm just saying, what do you think, chat? Tell me what you think, chat. I do remember your name, Phoebe. Yes, I do. I specifically call everybody out in chat by name at this point in time, because chat is just like this little tight-knit community. Once we're getting up there, we'll hit Discord status. All right, Sean. If I come to your wedding, I'm gonna wear one of those. You know those like Uncanny Valley anime masks that like some cosplayers wear. I'm gonna wear one of those of my VTuber character. So I'm still gonna be in the audience as my VTuber character. That's how you'll recognize me. Just look out into the audience when you see my VTuber model out in the crowd. That's how you know it's me. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I'll cut a slit in the mouth and like stuff the food in it. Let's see here. Let me scroll back through chat a little bit. I think I missed a couple messages. Feels like a friend group with 2 people. Hey, we got more than 2 people in here. It's just not everybody's here at the same time. We got Mafi's new, and we got you, Phoebe, Sean over on Twitch. We got She Sweet coming in here sometimes. He's not here today, but he's here enough. We got another new friend, Mike, or Mick, M-I-C. That's the one that keeps calling me Unk. He's new in here too. We got people. We got a couple people. So it's more like a friend group of like 5. But let me see. Damn. Okay. I think you said no one will ever believe you. And if you say, oh, you were looking for like goofy answers. But I will actually give one serious answer before I lock back in on the game. I think the most genuine answer to the what would I tell my younger self question, like if I'm old enough, if it's a older younger me, you ain't Unk unless you 25 plus. Doug, I am 27 turning 28 this year. How could you even say that, bro? It's your first day in chat and already you're like, nah, you're not Unk unless you're this. Describes me. I'm sure Mick's just gonna love seeing that in the VOD. I'm sure he'll comment about it, think it's real fucking funny. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like, serious answer. If I was to talk to, like, middle school me, or even, like, high school me, then, and give some advice, I'd be like, be more selective about who you trust. I think a lot in my earlier days, like leaving high school, going into college. Phoebe, you're 56 years young. That don't count. You're 56 years young. But, I think in my earlier days, when I was, like, leaving high school, going into college, like, even before I started, considering a VTuber career, I was a lot more fast and loose. I was like, when I'm like, I'm in a new area, and I just want to find my people, and I want a community on my own, people I can rely on, and I think that made me a lot more willing to accept people who didn't accept me, you know? I think I let a lot of people into my inner circle, let my walls down for people who didn't deserve it. And ultimately that went on to bite me in the ass in a lot of ways. I think it dealt a lot of emotional damage that I didn't need to take. If I had just been more selective about who I trusted, and, I maybe, in part of it's probably my fault, I could have taken the time to get to know these people more, and then I would have known they're not the right people for me. But when you're in a new space, you're in a new community, you just want to have people, you want to have your crowd. And I think I made a lot of mistakes early on that, given the opportunity, I would go back and change. But who even knows if that would be the right choice, you know? The mistakes that you make, the damage that you take, shapes who you are as a person. There's no telling that I would still be the same person I am today if I didn't take those same wounds. If I wasn't wounded in the same way, I might be a completely different person. So, I don't know. I think some of it I could go without, and some of it needed to happen for me to be me. And that's my serious answer to that question. No, yeah, I also, big ups, love seeing Phoebe in my chat. Being a fan of streamers and being a fan of VTubers, heck, being a VTuber is not an age-specific thing. You're only as old as you feel. If you just allow yourself to enjoy what you enjoy, then you'll never truly get old. Getting old is a state of mind. As long as you're living the life you want to live and doing the shit that you want to do, then you're never old. Phoebe's just 56 years young. That's how I feel about that. Alright, let me see who this fucking Pokemon trace is. I've been yapping for like 15 minutes. What do we got here? Is that, who the fuck is that? Is that ugly-ass bird? Is that ugly-ass bird? Is that Unpheasant? Is that who that is? That ugly-ass bird? I can't tell from the silhouette. But I feel like that's Unpheasant. Which, if so, that motherfucker's ugly. Corviknight's pre-evo? Is that Corviknight's pre-evolution? Corvisquire? I don't think that's Corvisquire. I might be wrong. It wouldn't make sense for it to be Corvisquire because we got Ricky D down there. Which would imply that Corvisquire and Corviknight are around here somewhere. I don't know. You know, that reminds me, getting that trace. How many Pokemon? What is my tally supposed to be at? So, it's at 113, so... -1 for Ditto, -1 for Tangrowth. -1 for Tinkaton. -1 for Greedent. -1 for Rotom. -1 for Smeargle, that's 6. -1 for Mosslax, that's 7. -1 for Pikachu, that's 8. I think that's all of them, so... Yeah, it's supposed to be at 105, so just reminder to myself, next time I meet a new Pokemon, don't move up the tally. Yeah, just note to self, don't move up the tally for the next Pokemon. What the hell am I supposed to be doing again? I completely forgot. Is there anybody new around here? You see, Mafi, this is... this is what I'm talking about when I said, oh, I don't have too much advice for how to interact with chat. I'm just a fucking yapper. I'm 23 minutes into this video, and I haven't even been playing the game. I've just been yapping. We do got a new Pokemon, though, so that's eventful. Hey, who do we got? Oh, that's right, it's gonna be Cyndaquil! Ooh! Literally, I just said don't move up the tally, and the first thing I do when Cyndaquil pops out of the bush, I immediately go to press the tally button. What the fuck is wrong with me, dude? Yeah! I know that's not what it said, but it's funny anyway. Oh, sorry, you came out of nowhere. No, hold on, it's a scaredy cat. Or is it? But anyway, nice to meet you. Like I've never been here, but it seems like a great place. I can feel my flames burning strong. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna live here now. Talking, don't stop talking. It's the talking stream. I mean, it's really not that hard to get me doing that. Realistically, like, well, like there's a ghost right behind me, isn't there? Gulp. It honestly would... Zoinks! It honestly would not be hard for me to do just like a just chatting stream. As long as I had people in chat, I could easily just yap about random shit for hours. I just love to talk. But we got 224 Cyndaquil, the fire... Wait, Cyndaquil's a fucking mouse? Cyndaquil is not a mouse! Who are you fooling? It's like a ferret or something. Like a weird elongated ferret. Cause Quilava is like very ferrety. But I guess fire mouse Pokemon, it usually stays hunched over. If it's angry or surprised, it shoots flames out its back. If you need a Shaggy, you're calling me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan, mind you. Lifelong Scooby-Doo fan. And I'm not just a Scooby-Doo fan in the way of like, oh, yeah, I've watched a couple Scooby-Doo cartoons. No, I've watched every Scooby-Doo cartoon. Multiple times. I own the entire original series on DVD. I still have my childhood VHS tapes of all the movies from like the 90s and the 2000s. Like, I'm an actual Scooby-Doo fan. I have a fucking Scooby-Doo candle on my desk right now. It smells like the Mystery Machine. I have a lot of, like, really, really autistic special interest. So don't be surprised when I'm just, like, obsessed with random things. There's a lot of them. Oh, my concrete's done. Hell yeah. I can go ahead and throw that in the thing. What the heck is Scooby-Doo? Phoebe, say psych right now. I just read that. Say psych right now. Ain't no way you don't know what Scooby-Doo is. You know, gang of misfit teenagers coming together to solve mysteries. They got a talking dog. Let's split up and search for clues. Dog sounds like this. There's no way. There's no way you don't know what Scooby-Doo is. It's been around since the 60s. You're from Taiwan? Does Scooby-Doo not exist in Taiwan? I just assumed that, like, American cartoons ended up in Asian countries, but they would just, like, dub it over or something. I don't know. If we can watch Japanese cartoons over here with subtitles, I assumed that everybody in Asia was watching American cartoons with subtitles. You like my Scooby and Shaggy? I greatly appreciate that, Sean. I like doing impressions. There aren't a ton that I can do, but I do enjoy doing them. That's why I like playing games like this, where I just get to do character voices. It's a lot of fun. It's the same reason that I like doing a lot of visual novels, because literally it's the game, quote unquote, is literally just me reading character dialogue in funny voices. It's just a vibe. You do Mr. Bean, Mickey Mouse, and Goofy. I can do a couple lines as Mickey Mouse and Goofy. I can't, like, do the whole shebang. Like, I can hit a gorsh. Like, anybody can hit a gorsh. And I do a decent Mickey. Hiya, pal. But it's more like a bad Mickey. It's comedic because it's not a good Mickey. You know? Oh boy! Oh, why am I talking to Tangrowth? I'm supposed to be doing the thing. I keep getting distracted. I'm so easily distracted. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not like a horrible impression, but like, they're not gonna be hiring me over at Disney anytime soon to voice Mickey Mouse, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the current Mickey voice actor was to quit right now, I don't think they'd be knocking down my door trying to get me. Anyway, Phoebe, I'm not like upset or anything. I'm just genuinely surprised. I just assumed that everybody would know who Scooby-Doo is. He's a cartoon icon. He is literally one of the most iconic characters to come out of America. Where's my Cyndaquil? Where is my Cyndaquil? Oh, there you are, Cyndaquil. Come smelt my ore. Come and smelt my ore. Ha ha! Appreciate it. Okay, well, we got the concrete. We've only got roughly 8 minutes left in this video, so I don't know how much more we can achieve before I wrap up the gaming and head over to do some reaction stuff and chat with y'all for a little bit. But it'd be nice if I could grab one more Pokemon before I save. Oh, hold on, there's like a recipe or something over here. You know, now that I think about it, I didn't really poke around here all that much before I headed back, so maybe I'll do that. Phoebe's comment reminded me. Do you guys remember that old fucking bit? I think it might have been like a Filthy Frank bit. I think it was a Filthy Frank bit, but it was like the... Yeah, it was definitely a Filthy Frank bit of where, like, Goofy's on trial, you know? And he's like, Goofy, you killed 27 children. He's like, I'll fucking do it again. There was, like, an animated video, like, animating that whole bit back in the day. God, I miss Filthy Frank. YouTube was a different location back in those days. Ooh, fancy pen. I don't know what I'd use that for, but fancy pen, cool. Just poke around here a little bit. Yeah, Frank was killing it back in the day. There was legitimately a time, like we're in the YouTube comedy scene, where it felt like Filthy Frank was like the king of YouTube. Francis of the Filth, my goat. God, oh, one of these days, I gotta go back and listen to the Pink Guy music for y'all on stream. I don't think I'll do it today, just because I already said I'll do some, like, normal reaction stuff. But the fucking Pink Guy songs were so funny. Some of them haven't aged too well, mind you, because he had a whole song about fucking Dan Schneider from Nickelodeon. I mean, the song hits. Don't get me wrong, the song's a fucking banger. But every time he says, I love you, Dan Schneider, I'm like, whoa, 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 you can't say that anymore. Dan Schneider's a fucking monster. But, yeah, Frank was a fucking demon back in the day. I don't think Anything for Views is a terrible guy. I mean, he's definitely a raging alcoholic. That man's probably got terrible liver problems. But I watched the Cold Ones podcast. He doesn't really, like, do anything all that terrible. Him and Maximofo have definitely, like, mellowed out a lot since the fucking hair cake days. Like, they're not eating rats and shit. I'll say about Anything for Views. I think like back in the day when he used to do would like go on blind dates and would stream it, I think that's pretty weird. But he also did get the consent of the people who he was streaming it with. So, like, I think it's personally weird. I wouldn't stream myself on a date. But at the same time, as long as there's explicit consent given, it's not really my place to tell people what they should and shouldn't do. You know? Generally nowadays, they just fucking advertise their beer, or their mixed beverage, grog, and they, like, have guests on and they talk the shit. So, I don't know. Maybe he was wilder back in the day, but that entire crew has definitely mellowed out a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, definitely not something that I would do, and I do think that, like, fundamentally is pretty weird. But there's a reason his content changed, you know? At the same time, though, I don't think that makes them horrible people. People change, you know? Like when I... oh, excuse me. Hold on. Let me water myself. Actually, we're getting pretty late on this video. I'm probably gonna head back over to the starting area, see if I got any Pokemon waiting for me, and then I'll call it for this one, and I'll continue this conversation in the chatting section. I'm gonna head back over there, see if I can, Oh, wait, hold on, there's a trace of a Pokemon. This little devil was hiding from me. Oh, it's Vibrava. That's cool. That means I should be getting Flygons any day now. Which would be very cool because I love Flygon. Had a weird gas bubble. Had a weird little gas bubble situation. That's why I did a weird voice there. But that looks like about the extent of what I can do here for today. Actually, let me check. How much ore do I have? Can I go ahead and throw it in the thing? Not nearly enough. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna call it here for today. Then we'll head over to Just Chatting, chat the shit a little bit, and then I'll do some reaction videos. Maybe one or two, not too many. Can you kill Pokemon in this game? No. No, you cannot kill the Pokemon. Nintendo and Game Freak would never allow that. They'll insert their own fucked up and twisted lore, but they will never give you the ability to kill Pokemon. Alrighty, that's a good place to call it for today. Let's head back to chatting and chat some shit. Okie dokie. Unfortunate. What Pokemon do you want to kill so bad? Oh, Sean, I didn't realize that that message was blocked. That's obnoxious. And it won't even let me fucking accept it too. But yes, Sean, Pimp My Wheels was goated. Pimp My Wheels is genuinely one of my favorite skits he ever did. He ever did. Bro, the homie Wheels was so fucking funny. Well, let me mirror my thing for a little bit while we're doing a little yapping. I don't remember bro's actual name, which is probably my bad. That's a little fucked up on my end. But the homie Wheels, when they fucking pimped out the wheelchair, and he did that little drive-by situation, like came back to do his lick back on the people who on the motherfuckers who were roasting him. That shit was so funny. Oh my god. It's funny you brought up Pimp My Wheels too, because Pimp My Wheels is the one that I've rewatched most recently. I think I rewatched that one like a year ago. Like me and the boys were just chilling out, and I'm like, for some reason, Pimp My Wheels came up in the recommended page, and I'm like, oh, we gotta watch Pimp My Wheels. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Let me see here. And Frank Air was great. A lot of those guys better. I mean, here's how I. Can I just say this, Mafi? I don't think, like, looking back at like the edgy humor days of YouTube, I don't think it's black and white, right? Because I think, and I don't know, I might get flamed for this, because I am a part of like a lot of marginalized groups. I am a part of the LGBTQ because I'm bi. I'm on the spectrum, like I'm on the low end of the spectrum, but I am there. So like, the things that you used to be able to say and the things that you can't say anymore, like, they don't bother me, right? I understood back in the day, and to these days now, like, I'm never gonna jump down somebody's throat for like calling me a tard or something, you know? I'm not gonna say the word here just in case somebody didn't know that I was also on the spectrum and thought like I was trying to insult them or whatever. But I, I could understand. The thing that I always understood back then, and I still feel like now, is the intention behind somebody's words matter, you know? I think if somebody's saying something with malice, saying something with the intent to harm another person, you can tell. Like, it's when somebody is being intentionally provocative, it's different than somebody's just like chatting shit and they make a joke. Maybe the joke didn't land right, maybe the joke's a bad joke, but the people who like say that shit with like intent and want to harm people are not the same thing as the people who are just saying some edgy shit because they want to be funny, you know? Why do paralyzed people get bullied? Because they can't stand up for themselves. Uh, how you gotta do the homie Wheels like that? This is exactly what Wheels was going through in Pit My Wheelchair. Hey, look, like I'd say pretty firmly that like I don't like to get political on my channel like at all. Especially because a lot of the things that I talk about, like the issues that matter to me, like censorship and freedom of expression, I think that's a bipartisan issue. And I think, like, taking up one side over the other doesn't progress the conversation, right? I think when you're constantly pitting sides against each other, it flies counter to your message if it's a message that's important for both sides to hear. Like for me, I'm very anti-censorship, I am very pro-freedom of expression, but if I decided to be like, well, it's only leftists who are doing that, or it's only people on the right who are doing that, that's giving a side a pass when both sides need to be adhering to the shit that you're saying. So I don't do that. Like me, I'd say that I am pretty heavily left-leaning, but I think the people who like fucking try to police authors, like manga authors and stuff, and try to tell them that they have to include certain representation and they have to adhere to their headcanons, I think that's fucking cringe. I think that people on the left who do that make everybody on the left look bad. And by that same logic, a lot of people who are like conservative, traditionally speaking, conservative people would be against like things that are lewd, things that are NSFW, things like Edo games and stuff like that. Though that's the traditional position for a lot of conservatives. So giving all conservative people a pass and saying it's only leftists who try to get rid of porn games and stuff like that, that's just not true, because a lot of traditional conservatives are also like that. As far as I'm concerned, my messages are my messages. My beliefs are my beliefs, and I don't give any side a pass, regardless of affiliation, if they do the shit that I think is bad. And that's how I feel about that. If you harass other people, if you try to police other people, like if you try to police a manga author or a video game dev and tell them what they can and can't put in their games, try to tell them about their own characters, it doesn't matter what side you're on, you are the bad guy. If you try to say that anything R18 doesn't have the right to exist because it flies in the face of Christianity, you are also the bad guy. You cannot enforce your beliefs. You cannot force your beliefs on other people. That is my belief. To be truly free, if you are pro freedom of expression, pro or anti-censorship, then it cannot be, I believe those things, but only for this side. It has to apply to everyone. Always, point blank, end of discussion. You cannot give one side a pass and apply it only to the people you don't like. Everybody needs to be held accountable. Always. That is my position. Oh. Excuse me. Just hit a fucking nasty burp. Yeah, I mean, you could absolutely call it extremist, and in that same vein, both people on the left and people on the right have their extremists. Want things to be just their way, don't want to allow people to think or feel differently than them. If you are not the way we are, you are wrong, and that is bad. It is bad to box people in like that. It's unhealthy, it's not a good way to live, and it's not something that I will abide by. I have my own political takes, and I make the conscious decision to keep them out of my streams, because I'm not a political commentator. I don't know every politician, I don't know every politician's takes on certain things, so it is not, I am not the right person to go to for political advice. I believe the things I believe, I do my civic duty, and I vote on behalf of the things that I believe in, but generally speaking, I am going to keep it out of my streams, because it's not the place for it. I am the last person you should be asking for, like, political advice. I am a fucking VTuber. There's fundamentally something wrong with my brain to where I parade around day after day as a fucking anime character. You know? I am not the person to ask about this shit. Do I inform myself? Yes. I believe that is my civic duty. As a citizen of these United States, it is my job to inform myself, vote on voting days and all that stuff, but it is not my position to cast judgment, say that all conservatives are bad, all progressives are bad, all leftists are bad, all people on the right are bad. Every side has people who are doing shit that they should not be doing. A lot of my family members are very traditional conservatives and don't like a lot of the things that are happening in this country right now. But it's not like, I'm not the type of person to just blanket apply those beliefs onto people. It's just not who I am. I do not judge people based on the actions of others. I judge people based on their own actions. That is the way, that is my, like, creed. I will never apply blanket statements to other people. If I do not know you, I'm not going to make assumptions about you based on who you are. You know? And I think a very good example of this is that a lot of people, like, view, like, the online community for, like, trans people will make a lot of blanket statements about trans people, or in the manga scene especially, they'll, like, look at people who do, like, Yuri ships, and they see the people who try to force their headcanon ships on other people, and then they make blanket statements like, well, because this Yuri person tried to force a Yuri ship, then everybody who likes Yuri is bad. I like Yuri! I'm in a fucking Yuri Discord! But I have never once tried to force my shit onto other people. There is a right and wrong way to go about things. Like, groups of people are not a monolith. Groups of people are not a monolith. Everybody has their own beliefs. Everybody operates on their own wavelengths. And I think people should be judged as individuals, not by the groups that they associate with. I wasn't expecting to make my quote-unquote political stance in this stream, but that's my stance. If you're constantly worried about my side versus your side, you're going to accomplish nothing. My side is my beliefs, and if you are agreeing with my beliefs, then that's my side. And I think up to this point, I have made my beliefs very clear. Just look at my shorts, see how I talk about censorship, see how I talk about trying to silence artistic freedom and all those things. I've made my positions known. And it doesn't matter what political affiliation you have, if you disagree with me, you're fucking cringe. That's my stance. I'm right! Everyone who disagrees with me is wrong! You're all cringe! Ah! I'm just playing. Just doing a little bit. We do a little tomfoolery. But let me take a quick little peek at the old YouTube here, see if there's nothing we can if there ain't something we can react to. God, my feed is so ridiculously VTuber pilled. Everything on my feed is like other VTubers content. And obviously, I'm not reacting to that. So let me take a look at some go-to channels. See what I have to say about that. Internet. Fuck it. We'll just react to some Daily Dose of Internet. Damn. Since when did Daily Dose of Internet's videos get so long? I'll look away for like 2 seconds and this motherfucker's videos are like 20 minutes long now. Do we have any complaints? Are we all good with that? We all good with a little Daily Dose of Internet? I'm open to other suggestions. If anybody has a problem with that. We good with Daily Dose? Alrighty then, let's hit some Daily Dose. But first, let me check some real quick. Ooh! I love numbers. Yep. I agree we should get off the political commentary, but I agree. I think that that actions speak louder than words, and people need to do. It's not as you say, it is as you do. You know. Like, I personally am not like a religious person, but I think I think I think a lot of the messages of the Bible are very good takeaways that I've probably taken away more from the Bible than a lot of people claiming to be Christian. You know, love thy neighbor, do unto others as you would have done unto you. It's very kindergarten level shit, mind you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. A lot of people have forgotten that one since they left kindergarten. The forgotten art of don't be a dick. Let's hit this Daily Dose. Let me get one of these pulled up. What the fuck am I looking at here? Like a car shitting itself? Alright, well this one's got a dinosaur in the thumbnail. We'll do the dinosaur one. I fuck with dinosaurs. If the fucking video wants to load, that is. There we go. Okay, let me pull that up. Head over to games and stuff. Is that where I took? Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, it's this one. There we go. I forgot to mirror my thing. Hold on. Okay, mirror my thing. This is yours. Oh, I just realized I haven't enacted my thing. Then I can turn off the capture. There we go. How does this look on y'all's end? Is this alright? I can make myself smaller or bigger or whatever else, depending on what we need. And also let me know how the volume is, because I can adjust that as well.
Daily Dose of Internet. Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet.
How are we looking? Am I in a good spot? Is the volume good?
Your Daily Dose of Internet. Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet.
Yays or nays, anybody? Sip of my water real quick. Well, I am not seeing any conflicting messages in chat, so I'm probably good, yeah? Maybe crank it up a little bit? Yay means yes, nay means no, Phoebe. That's what yays or nays means. Alright, yeah, volume's probably good there. Alright, so Casually Explained? No, I've never heard of Casually Explained. What's that? Nay? What's nay, Phoebe? What do I need to adjust? Do I need to turn it up? Do I need to turn it down? What's the nay? But, no, Sean, I haven't heard of Casually Explained. What is that? The YouTube channel. Well, I figured that much. I meant like what's their content? Make myself smaller? Okay. I can do that. The screen's black because I haven't started the video. I haven't started the video yet, but okay. I'll make myself a little smaller. There we go. How about that? That any better? Bit over to the side. Talking about life experiences using Stickman. Oh, so is it like a story time channel? Are we good to go, y'all? How about some yays and nays? Let me know what we're looking like. We're good? Alrighty. I'm gonna get to it then.
This is
Your daily dose of internet. Oh, hold on. No. We're not letting that slide, Phoebe. Phoebe, I am 6'4". Now, ain't no short comments about me, alright? Ain't doing none of that around here. Just for that, I'll make myself bigger again. I am 6'4". That is the height of my VTuber and my actual height. I am a very tall person. Alright, let me do the thing for real now.
Everyone, this is
Your daily dose of internet. I've seen this clip before. This dinosaur starts talking Japanese. Konnichiwa.
They were in a cemetery, and their car decided to freak them out.
Nah, you're tripping, Phoebe. What the? Hey, yo. That's fucking crazy. Cars be doing too much. Mallory, hello. Cars be doing too much, y'all. There is no justifiable reason why my car needs to tell me that somebody's walking near my car. Just have the doors locked and we're good. But I don't need no fucking weird car ghost shit happening. Okay, hold on. Nah. Actually, hold on. Rant. I'm sorry to keep pausing the video, but I gotta rant about this. Why every single time when somebody's car ends up on the tracks and the fucking thing goes down, why do they stop driving? Why do they stop driving? Every single time I see a video like this and somebody ends up on the tracks and the thing starts dinging, they stop the car. Just go forward. What is wrong with people? Like, what is everyone's damage? Why, under any circumstances, if a train is coming your way, is your first inclination to stop the car? Afraid of breaking the barrier? Afraid of breaking the barrier? What about breaking your life? Breaking the car? Your fucking legs? Your spine? There are far more important things to be worried about breaking. Windows XP crash? Genuinely. Fucking human.exe has stopped working. It's ridiculous. It's every time with this shit. Yeah? That's cute. I like tree frogs. No, he's coming forward. Hold on. Back up. I saw his little ass. I saw that little frog brain working for a second. He was about to leap. I saw that shit coming. If you damage property, you pay to pay what you break. If they break your property, they get paid. That's assuming you live. That's assuming your car insurance covers fucking active train. I don't know how many car insurance plans fucking cover my car got hit by a train.
This might just be the final.
Human brains variant intelligence. Yeah, I've picked up on that much.
Final boss of public restrooms.
Guys, this bathroom's an actual head trip. So, here you are at the sink. I walked in here, and then I was like, first of all, where the hell am I?
This looks like the bathroom I got lost in.
Then, look, there's mirrors everywhere. So there's urinals there. And then on the front of the stalls...
I remember this one time.
Another mirror, and so...
Hold on, I just love yapping, y'all. Gonna keep pausing the video. I know everybody fucking hates it who watches reaction videos. One time I was celebrating a birthday with a friend, and we all went to do karaoke, and I got very, very, very trashed. Like, I think I drank more than I had ever drank in my entire life. So at some point, I stumble out of the karaoke room, because it was like one of those Asian style like private karaoke booths. I stumble out of there to go try to find more booze, and I end up in the bathroom. And I don't know if you knew this, but if you pee while you've been drinking heavily, the lack of the fluids leaving your body will cause the alcohol to hit you harder. I don't know if you knew that, but it does. So I went in there to pee, and as soon as I did, I just got hit with like an extra wave of being drunk that I wasn't already feeling, and I just start genuinely tweaking in the fucking bathroom. Like, I'm standing in the corner, like it's fucking Buddy Man from the end of the Blair Witch Project. Like, I'm standing there, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? I'm so lost! And I'm in there so long that my friend, whose birthday it is, has to come looking for me, because everyone's like, where did he go? Where did he go? He just disappeared. I'm standing in the fucking corner like a maniac. To be abundantly clear, the bathroom actually looked nothing like this. It just felt this is what the bathroom felt like. The bathroom felt like this.
They made the bathroom a hall of mirrors.
Hey, killing it. Cool little Italy type shit. I think that's Venice.
Tell me why this man immediately hands me a framed picture of Obama.
You remind me of my stepson.
I have to go.
What do you think this good boy was stuck?
Nah. Calling that one out. That's basic white girl humor, bro. That shit wasn't funny. Y'all ain't funny. That's dead ass some fucking basic white girl look at the camera and make a funny face type humor.
Studying.
Does the dog too get a diploma? The dog gets its. Hey, nah, that's fucking gas. They gave the dog the diploma. That's peak.
The bigger the shorts, the better the basketball player.
An arts company beamed a dozen
That's
laser
gas.
space cannons through some of San Francisco's most iconic buildings.
Look, the picture of Obama isn't the problem. It's the whole scene, right? It's the whole scene has that energy of, like, basic white girl humor. Like, the... Guys, you won't believe this. Lol, so random, picture of Obama, then guy follows it up with random comment. Like... It felt like one of the bits from iCarly that's, like, the joke is that it's not funny. You know what I'm talking about? The orbital friendship cannon. You got the friendship BFG. BFG. What is that, a goat? Or is that a... No, that's a camel. That's a camel.
I guess just absolutely everybody is graduating this week.
Shaquille, I hate Charles Barkley O'Neal.
Yeah? Good looking out, Shaq. Or big ups to Shaq. You've never seen iCarly? Well, I basically just described it to you. Real shit, though. It was a funny show. I liked iCarly back in the day. Damn! Damn!
Her dad wanted to show them his new toy.
It was going crazy. That type of jump rope, though, that shit fucking hurts. That's a brave man. Them little ones with the little plastic pasta noodles on them, or whatever they're supposed to be, that shit fucking hurts. That's like the most painful jump rope.
Okay, nothing right now. Okay?
Playing with fire.
So, we're supposed to touch it, okay? Okay. And now, this.
I don't get it. I don't understand how this works. I don't understand if... I don't think the strawberry was actually doing anything. Weird.
Hold up, dude.
Okay, well, he didn't bust his ass, so...
Drop their bee collar. I'm just trying to go on my walk, bro. What is
Yeah?
She got footage.
I guess... Fuck you if you're allergic to bees, I guess. You just don't have a right to live in New York City. I know that's what the caption said, but that's really some type of shit that you'd only see in New York. Who the fuck is just carrying around a colony of bees in the middle of the street? What an asshole.
Of the sea being green whilst on vacation in the Philippines.
We got the Mountain Dew waters.
Algal bloom when excessive
pretty dope.
nutrients, particularly nitrogen and phosphorus, accumulate in the water.
Oh, so it's got the stink pea water then.
I don't think he cares that he's being recorded.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Damn!
You are currently being recorded.
That dog went up there with a fucking purpose.
You are currently
He smelled that shit from a mile away. It was like, alright, I'm going in. Okay, Michael Jackson type dude. I feel like that's in one of those,
Do you want to see my
Michael Jackson impersonator types.
Quack, quack. Quack. Quack.
This was my
See, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. When I say fucking basic white girl humor, that is what I'm talking about. It's the never evolved past the lol XD random fucking humor. Get in the water, say quack, I'm a duck. Ah. It makes me sad when people aren't funny. Nah. It was random, but that doesn't make it funny.
Favorite clip this episode, where one of my subscribers asked the AI in his car to tell him a story in binary.
It would help if you could just tell a story, but only using ones and zeros.
Mallory, if that makes you a basic white girl, then you live your best basic white girl life. Don't let any. First off, I don't care if it's even me. Don't let anybody take away what you enjoy. I'm just fucking talking shit right now, but obviously you're allowed to enjoy whatever you want. Don't let anybody take that away from you. That being said, I did not find that even a little bit funny. You enjoy what you enjoy, though. Never let anybody take that from you.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah?
Do you guys have, like, ketchup?
That dog was terrified of getting canceled.
Ketchup, but we have this like ketchup type sauce thing. It's pretty close.
He sounds more like
Look, Mallory. Mallory, you're new in chat. I don't know you well enough to say whether or not you're a basic white girl. So if you say I guess I'm a basic white girl, I gotta take you at face value. I gotta take what you say to heart. Gotta make sure I'm not hurting any feelings.
Actual sound effect.
Diaz, you give us a fa? Give us a fa.
Bah! Damn. Hold on, that one sounded really good actually. That was a spot on fa. Yeah?
A scuba instructor can
Yeah? Hold on, I gotta see that again. Oh, the clicks. Nah, dude. I'd fucking cry. I'd cry. That is awful. That shit's probably so fucking expensive. That looks like that's like a $300, $400 monitor easy. Ugh. That is rough.
A scuba
I
instructor
hope he got the fucking plan. I hope he got the got the 1-year warranty on that shit.
a rare mass of diamondback squid eggs. Inside the clear jelly are thousands of tiny eggs arranged in neat rows, giving it a dotted or honeycomb-like appearance.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool looking. I like it when they do like nature clips, especially like water stuff. That's pretty cool.
That's what it did to the fork.
I think that whatever they're training for, they're ready.
Oh, they're fucking attached to it with like some weight bands or something. That's cute. A little strawberry shortcake car. Motherfuckers be doing too much with their graduation stuff.
Her new bird feeder had
Everybody wants to be the main character.
How it worked.
Do you like the food? Is it yummy? You've been standing. I don't think they can hear me.
Then why would the microphone be
I don't know.
Ah! Oh, he looked up. I think he does.
He's still going! Bro, he's still doing it! How the fuck is he still going?
Oh, yeah.
Again, that's pretty... Images that go hard. Now, this is peak. This is peak. I gotta get the boys to get the other parts of this shirt. Me and the boys gotta rock the shark mural fit. This is sick.
Fun.
Whilst flying his drone, he managed to capture footage of the inside of a tornado.
How... What kind of drone do you have to have where it can withstand the force of a tornado?
Catholic school taking some stuff out, and I walked into this room and literally about myself.
Yeah, no, I'm pissing. I'm pissing on the spot, bro. The fucking the analog horror Jesus statue. I'm pissing on the spot. Oh shit! Hold on. That didn't even register what that didn't even register what I was looking at. That's actually really cool. Yeah, the curved escalator. That's actually really cool looking. It took me a second to be like, wait, what am I looking at? Yeah, that's dope.
I'm in a really interesting neighborhood. Everybody here has their own planes. Look at this.
Yeah, you in that fucking rich neighborhood.
Because people are able to
You're in the higher tax bracket. Look at the fucking house. Yeah, no shit. No shit. These people can afford to have a fucking plane. Look at the fucking house. I couldn't even afford that shit in GTA.
Oh, not just one, but two.
This is a lace and albatross courtship dance.
Nah, I'm not in the right tax bracket to even be looking at that clip.
And ends with a sky moo, where they look to the sky and moo like a cow.
Birds are weird, dude. Way too much bird shit. Aw, that's cute. Oh! Damn! He's got a fucking attitude.
These guys
He said, get that shit off of me. I don't pay tax bracket, I just donate to charity. Yeah, genuinely. Genuinely, that's what that shit felt like.
Timu better count them days, dude. This is the picture I wanted on the banner. So look, like I see this, I'm like,
what did they like AI her picture or some shit?
And then this.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck you were expecting. Getting some shit off of fucking Temu.
I think this would be my sign to get out of the water.
Wasting money on Temu. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. First off, I know he felt that shit in the air. I know he felt that shit in the air. When you got weather like that coming, there's no way he didn't feel that shit coming. He made the conscious decision to go out there knowing that storm was gonna hit. Absolutely not.
I need to know how everybody feels about this. Look at this road. Look at these people's yards.
I don't like this. I hate all this. I hate cookie cutter houses. I would never, ever want to live in a neighborhood where every single house looks the same. It's so gross. Yeah, the Nara deer, always cute. I've obviously never been to Japan, otherwise y'all would have heard about it, but the Nara Deer Park is definitely like a must-see spot for tourists. I assume every tourist is going to the deer park. Okay. You know what?
I'm still trying to figure out whether
I like the ingenuity.
corn dog or something else.
You make do with what you got. If that's how... Okay. What's so funny? Yeah, the bees again. That's a very... I didn't point it out, but it's weird that there's more than one bee clip in this in this fucking video. If I had a nickel for every time there was a bee... He's still going! How is he still going?
These people rescued a howler monkey that was struggling in the water using a boat oar.
Good shit. You helped that monkey out. Okay, hold on. Actually, never mind. He's a little aggressive. He's a little aggressive. I don't know how I feel about that. Shit kind of scary. Monkeys are dangerous. I don't know if I'd be bringing that angry ass monkey onto my boat. Doing too much.
If anyone's wondering,
They have ostriches in, I think, what was that, China? Was that China? Why do they have fucking ostriches just roaming around in the fucking road?
tooth floor, I should take the strurs to the area of refug.
Is this really what matcha is made out of?
Shrek ashes. Okay, hold on. I think that dude was wearing a bee suit. That's another bee thing. And another dude with a jump rope. This is just the fucking bees and jump ropes daily dose. Alright, that's goofy, but smart.
I'm not sure if eyeballs are meant to do that.
Wait. Oh, yeah. It's gross. Why her eyeballs looked big as shit under there too. Like those, like they looked very enlarged, like they were swollen or something. Okay. How? I used to play trumpet. I played trumpet in school. So how? I don't think that that's enough pressure on that mouthpiece to play the trumpet like that. At least I know I couldn't have done that shit, and it's not even about the balance. Like, just the weight of the trumpet balancing on your mouth, I do not think that is enough pressure to play a trumpet. You need to have, like, a certain seal around the mouthpiece to vibrate your lips and play the trumpet. I don't think that makes sense. I call shenanigans. I don't think that's real.
He found an unexpected guest in his car.
That is a whole ass pigeon. That is a whole pigeon. Or no, that's a dove. That's a dove. That's a dove. That's a dove. Don't say nothing in chat. Don't say nothing in chat. That's a dove. I know it's a dove. Don't even say
There's
it.
still a significant amount of Nepal's mountainous regions that lack road access, so these guys
That's a dove.
to get everyday necessities.
Don't say nothing. Okay. Yeah, and right back to it.
I guess Walmart really does have everything except Apple Pay.
Damn, Walmart has drones now? I did not know that Walmart had drones now. Like drone delivery. I thought that was just an Amazon thing.
One of my subscribers.
That's cool though.
Map glitching.
Starting route to Dunny 26th Avenue.
Real. That shit's real as fuck, actually.
If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like this one as well. And I'll see you guys again.
We have cats in my house as well, and they're little demons. Love cats, adore cats, but like, damn, just let me exist in bed for like 2 fucking seconds. Anyway, that's probably about it for the stream today. I gotta piss like crazy. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've had to piss literally the entire video. The entire reaction video I've had to use the bathroom, but I'm like, nah, we're gonna lock in, do this video because I said I'd do it. But I'm tapping out, y'all. So yeah, I'll be live again on Thursday. Today's a B week, so I'll be live again on Thursday. We're gonna be wrapping up the Pokemon Snap playthrough, and as I mentioned at the start, we've got a special little side activity for once we finish playing Pokemon Snap, as recommended to me by Sean over in the Twitch chat. We're going to be doing Pokemon Where's Waldo together. It's going to be very fun. It's the Let's Find Pokemon book. They used to release these back in the 90s and the 2000s, and I found a PDF scan of it online, so I'm going to throw that up on page, and we're going to play Pokemon Where's Waldo together. So hopefully y'all can make it to that stream. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope to see y'all there. That being said, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed having y'all. Mallory and Mafi and Sean and Phoebe and everybody in chat. Loved having y'all, and I will hopefully